If people ask you what is better, the Nerf rival Helios or Apollo, a lot of people would say the Helios, but I actually kind of dig both. I prefer both of them, but if I have to pick one, obviously the Helios. But the Apollo also has its stance in this line. And that's what I'm going to go over today. I'm going to go over the Helios, Apollo, and how they stand in the Nerf rival line against each other. Let's begin. So I'm going to start off with Nerf rival Apollo. The Apollo comes in so many different shells. I don't know how many, but I know all of them. It comes in red and blue. It comes in Phantom Quartz, which I have here. It comes in Star Wars, not Mandalorian, but Boba Fett, or whatever. I ain't never seen Star Wars. Yep. Kill me in the comments, people. Kill me in the freaking comments. Comments. Ah. Okay. It comes in Deadpool. It comes in so many different shells. So many iterations. This might as well be the Jordan rival, but there is already a Jordan rival, but that's beside the point. We're worrying about the Apollo. The Apollo is technically a magazine handle and the grip, top priming pistol thing in the Rival series. This was the first ever thing released for Rival. Now, Rival was brand new to us back then when the Apollo and Zeus came out. So, a lot of people love this. The Zeus, not so much. They prefer the Apollo, but the thing about the Apollo is the top prime. I think they had an amazing blasters, but just such a bad start. Like, honestly, really, what I would have done would have released the Apollo, the Chronos, and the Knockout on the first day of Rival. I know that's asking a lot, but like we got a semi-auto and a top prime blaster on the first day. But honestly, I think if they showed off 3 teams, like Chronos being the Phantom Ops, the Knockout being red, and then Apollo being blue, and then change up the skins as time goes on, I think that would have been better of a release. But that's beside the point. The Apollo comes with a 7-round magazine and 7 rival rounds. Depends on what blaster you get. If you get the red or blue one, you get. If you get one of the 3 classic teams, you get. Oh, frick, my voice. You get yellow. If you get Star Wars, you get basically whatever color it is. Now, to load up the magazine, you know how to load up a magazine. I'm going to do a separate video on these because these are kind of their own beast and their own topic. You have the magazine, but you also have the Chronos. Put the magazine and the Chronos in the handle like so. You top prime it, and then fire. And put the first thing ever in Rival, which I think was more inventive, is the safety. Mine is broken because it doesn't lock like others. I don't have any other button ones to show you guys. All of them are levers or something weird. It puts like how my button's lemon is because of like it doesn't lock. So I just put black electrical tape over it, which I would recommend for if you have this lemon. I opened up one of them. I have the blue one down here. It was I opened up one to see if I could have removed the safety. That just looked like another freaking beast on its own, right? But I think I even destroyed that gearbox of the Apollo. So on the back here, there's a priming indicator to say when it's prime and put you in pew pew. I'm going to load up this magazine. I'm going to bring you guys over to the shooting range and see. Okay, this is my first ever type of these review, which I'm doing actually really promisingly. I do not have a chronograph, which I am not going to buy. But I don't have anything. I'm only just going to fire, tell you how smooth it is, and tell you how light it is. It's just the blaster. That's all I'm doing. I'm just doing the blasters. Let's go grab some ammo. That'll be right. It puts Rival. Hold on, I want to load up this magazine. I should have gotten this more prepared. Now, Rival was brand new to the table with these balls. Hasbro called them high impact rounds, but people call them balls. So does Deadpool. So let's load up our balls. Let's load them into the Apollo. And I'm going to bring you guys to the shooting range. So the shooting range is basically me just having a blue tarp on the end. So range I cannot do. I'm sorry. So I'm going to put you guys here. I'm going to put the blaster somewhat right here. I don't know how to put it. This isn't a good angle. I really don't care. Okay, at least one of them made it into the bin. 2, 3. And that's it. Only 3 made it into the bin. So, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna tackle those on a different day. So that was the Nerf Rival Apollo firing. I really enjoy this for what it is. Now, the thing that I'm more confused about it's way too big to be a primary in the line. So that's why I should have released this with the Chronos. Because, like, the Chronos, yes, it was part of the Phantom Course line. But, like, during that same year, like, later in the year, I think somewhat like around Christmas, they made a red and blue one. I have the blue one right here because I have a friend who has the Phantom Core one. The most funniest thing, I have the 2 main blasters in a line for Phantom Corps, which are basically Rogue Team. I only have the Apollo and Phantom Corps. So, oh, that's the Chronos. Moving on to blasters, but I'm going to break this down kind of more quickly here because I explained the Rival line in 6 minutes, but my voice is completely gone. This is a Nerf Rival Helios. The Helios is an Apollo, but more, I'm going to say more kid-friendly, I guess, would be the word. What it comes with a 7-round mag, 7 him-back rounds, the blaster, and the priming grip, I'm going to call it. Now, to put in the priming grip, you put it on either side, whatever hand you are. I'm going to talk about this more after the firing. And then you can put in the bull pump, the priming handle into this rail here. You could prime it like this, but it's kind of hard. Both blasters have a pump, like a shotgun pump kit, which basically just kind of attaches to these 2 with like screws, and then the muzzle, which can go with any color basically. If I could recommend any one of those kits, get it for the Apollo. And then when you put it in your sniper handle, you prime it back, and it is spring powered, so when you pull it and when you let go of it, it goes back forward, and then you can pew pew. This one has a safety. The safety locks up the trigger. It does not lock up the priming. I think the safety on the Rival is pretty dumb. Because, like, it hurts, yes, but if you're the right age and, the right thing, I understand, but Nerf packages it with the same aisle as, like, the Rebel or something weird. Granted, Rebel isn't its completely own aisle, but I honestly think that the Nerf Rival should have been in their own aisle and more kind of hidden away. Like the first year when Rival came out, yeah, they're fine. But I think the second year, I think they should have gotten their own kind of area. I know that kind of stores ideas, but come on. Both of them have magazine release buttons on the handle. Both of them have them in the thing. The Phantom Course line, before it kind of goes off, centered before anything else, was basically blasters, which were bad, but better. So that's why a lot of people prefer this one over the Apollo. But I think both of them have their own place in our own hobby. And I know it's winter when I'm recording this, but the one thing that sucks about Rival is if you get like wet in snow or something, and then if you like leave it outside, like what I did for like a lot of the balls, they like soak in all the water kind of like a sponge, and then they get big, and then they don't work in the magazines or blasters at all. So it puts sooner or later turned into ice instead of water. So that was a fun week. So don't do a lot of blasting in winter. I say the winter is the gathering month, but summer is the fun month. That's fun month. Should have been more prepared for this. I know this. I'm going to use headshot ammo, which is basically the cheaper rival. If you don't want to buy rival, buy headshot at least then. Now to prime it again, I'm going to put it on this side so you guys can see it. You basically put it like a sniper, and then pew pew. Well, that was a shot. And put that with the Nerf rival of helios firing. Okay, pros and cons about this. The one con, which I really have about this, which is actually a very bad con. I'm not kidding. This con is actually really, really, really bad. Is that, hold up. Is that this blaster, oh, frick, I'm like right in the middle, I can move over better. This blaster, I had two really bad jams with it, but that was like going like really fast, like that, but that's actually really bad. If the Apollo can pull off that system better, I think it's honestly me just not used to the spring release, but like, you can hold it back, and it's really not that hard. And put another con about this grip, I know my hands are ridiculously small for this, but this grip kind of angle kind of hurts with your kind of like thumb area. I don't know like what this area is called, like right here. Kind of hurts it because of how much force you got to put into the blaster. So that area can actually like really hurt of how long you can do it. With the Apollo, a top prime, you can put it down and you don't have to put too much force on the trigger. When this one, you actually have to have a decent amount of force onto the handle, which kind of sucks. Now, good job me, but I'm not retaking this video because I am not spending another 15 minutes of my life redoing the same freaking video again. Now, which one of these two blasters would y'all buy? The Nerf rival Helios or Nerf rival Apollo? I'm gonna move this camera to get this lighting driving me freaking mad. Ah, frick, I turned you, sorry. Now, which blaster would I prefer? The Apollo or the Helios? I would recommend more on the Apollo. Hold up, wait. Okay, it's good. The Apollo is, like, probably, if not the most biggest rival that I own. And put the trigger kind of sucks on it because the trigger's more massiver than the Helios, but if I had to pick one out of these two, go for the Apollo. I would get this one if you don't like the Apollo, but if you already had the Apollo for a long time, but if you want a better blaster, go for the Apollo. But if you never bought a Nerf rival blaster before, go for the Apollo. Both of them are good in their own rights. Both of them are good. I love both of these. Like, they're so good in their own way. They both have pump-up kits, which is amazing and shocking. It puts both... This is basically this one, but better because of the Phantom Quartz line. And so, yeah. My major con with this is probably the priming, but you can get used to that pretty easy. So, yeah, that's my 15-minute long review of the Nerf Rival Apollo and Helios. I hope you guys enjoyed and hope this is informational. I am not going to put buy links in the description. I found this one at Shields for 40 bucks, like $39.99 US. And the Apollo can usually go for about 20. Depends like where you find it. You can find like a lot of different versions, but the best place is on eBay. I'm not going to put buy links because I could give two craps because I'm not on a computer, but I don't have this thing called copy and pasting. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, smash that like button, YouTuber stuff, and comments behind my back because of the stuff I do. So, this is not going to be my job. It's just a hobby of mine, and see ya!